deep in the woods. There he is. A Venus Jenny.
It reminds me of Bubka. Like, I don't know why. It just...
Is it kind of like its ears or kind of like Bobby's mane?
Yeah, it might be like the ears, and it's just like real fluffy looking.
Alright, we're back with some more of Golden Sun. Alright, in the last episode, Ivan learned Reveal. Let me show you what Reveal does. It reveals all. Alright, first we're just going to grab the Synergy Stone. Can't pass up one of those babies.
It reveals all.
Use Reveal, and there was a chest there the whole time. Water of life! Okay, now we gotta go save Hasu from being trapped under a boulder.
Is it Hasu or just Sue?
It's HSU, so I don't know if the H is silent.
Yeah,
or...
I think it might just be Sue.
Sue? Okay. Well, there he is.
Anybody that knows better, please.
Yeah.
Because you'd think like Hasu, it would have like H-A, H-I, H-E.
Makes sense. There'd be something before like the S.
But that's only in English standards.
That's true too.
It's true, Hasu.
It's true, Hasu. Alright, well we're gonna use Lift, which we learned in the Alpine Peak, and get this rock off him.
Rock off? Rock off, rock. Rock lobster!
Rock lobster. You went through a lot of moments.
Oh my gosh. Imagine that,
There
but like rapid fire. Like faster than you would be able to verbalize. And that is my brain 24/7.
Alright, pull him to safety.
Clearly, they, He's like, I'm holding a freaking giant-ass boulder. And
It's
two
like,
of you
shut
can't
the
move
fuck up and pull him!
Yeah.
Shut up and pull!
Ew.
There we go, he's free. Drop the boulder. Thunk.
I know. Clearly, no one here took first aid, and when
It
you're
falls
crushed,
onto his shoelaces. Ah, shit.
when you're crushed for a long period of time, you should never remove the boulder, because then all the dead toxic blood from your limbs that have been pinned are going to go into your body, and then you die.
Ew. Mm-hmm. So you have to amputate.
Mm-hmm. It depends
Well,
on...
I don't have the amputate synergy.
It depends on how long you've been stuck for.
Okay.
Like, if I, like, pin my arm here, and you're like, oh god, and you move it, like, I'm not going to die.
Yeah.
But if I'm stuck here, and you can see my hand has no long... It's dead now. It has no circulation. It's completely gone.
Mm-hmm.
If you move it, all of that blood that's no longer viable blood is going to go back in.
Ah. The bad blood.
Yeah, the bad blood.
Okay. I love this. So Garrett's like, well, was I that suggested to come and help? And everyone's just like, no, you didn't. But you actually have a choice to call him out on it or be like, yeah, that's right. And then Mia will call him out. So you either call him out and say, Garrett, no, you wanted to rush ahead and continue our quest. Or you can be like, yeah, that's right, Garrett. And Mia will be like, huh? No. That's not what happened. And right now they're contemplating if they want to go in and ask Master Fezzi if she knows Ivan, like how she knows Ivan. And Ivan's like, let's just leave it. She clearly doesn't want to talk about it, or she would have mentioned it. Let's just go. See, I doubt she would even tell me if I asked. Womp womp.
People that don't understand. What do you mean? Of course she'll talk to you. He's like, freaking kidding me.
What sucks is it's like, when our journey's over, maybe then we will have a resolution. And then it's me knowing, well, the journey ends in the second game. So I hope they follow through on that. And it's not like Darksiders, we will meet again. And I'm like,
and then they never meet again.
Well, they have yet to conclude the story, so they have yet to meet again. Okay, this is my least favorite part of the game. This is where I stopped playing the first time I played on the Game Boy Advance. This is the Lamakin Desert.
Okay.
Oh, sweet God. Yeah, the Lamakin Desert. See that on the left?
Yeah.
That's your dehydration meter. When it fills up, you get heat stroke. It only fills up when you step on sand. See? Boop, 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 boop. And then every couple steps, one of your party members will complain because you love that.
And it's like, okay, quit your bitching. We gotta keep moving, or else we're all gonna die.
So we use Reveal. There's a little watering hole, and that's how you replenish it. There's orcs in this desert.
The orcs are like first time. They look like pigs.
Orcs are interesting because sometimes they're either goblins or they're beasts or they're pigs. Like, they always have like a very like barbaric appearance. But like Tolkien's orcs are different from D&D's orc.
Right.
And Golden Sun obviously wants their own version of the orc.
Right.
So they go for pigs.
The main thing that I love about Tolkien's orcs, and I think it's only in the movie because I haven't gotten there in the books yet, is meat's back on the menu.
Okay.
Meaning that they have menus, meaning that they have restaurants of some kind, and I just like want to see that.
Orcs have palates.
Yeah. Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Oh, we just took down those orcs.
The one orc that's like a vegan orc that opened up a restaurant is like, oh.
Well, shit, I was making profits
Dang
for a change.
it.
Nice. Synergy stone. So I use a lot of synergy just to like heal because every time the meter reaches the top, everyone takes damage. It's not like an insta-kill, but like it's a good chunk of damage.
Okay.
So like when that happens, the screen will flash, just go up, heal everybody, and resume. Make it easy on yourself.
See, part of me wishes that like instead of it stopping every single time for them to complain that like you would still be moving when they like their bubbles pop up to complain.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to alert you that like, hey, it's about to pop. You're about to get heat stroke. I get that, but I don't like how it constantly stops just to be like,
I was gonna say it breaks the flow because you're like moving and grooving, and then all of a sudden you have to stop to hear them complain, and it's like, okay, I get it. It's hot. Like,
you know what else? It's dangerous. It's hot. It's dangerous. It's sticky.
yeah, like quit your bitching and keep on going.
Yep, just keep trucking. So surprise, surprise, most enemies here are weak to water.
Yeah, I could see that. I wish I brought a change of... Shut the hell up! Like, if you quit complaining, it'd get through it faster.
Got a Vulcan axe. Gonna give that to Garrett. These guys are weird. So this is... I believe one's a bee soldier, and the other one's just like a grub knight.
Okay.
Yeah, fighter bee. Fighter bee. And the other one is just a grub.
Fighter bee, fighter
It's
bee.
just called a grub. But they die easily. Alright, calm down. Oof, there it is. That's an antlion.
Oops.
You want to stay away from them. They're very powerful. I'll show off, I believe, one. Maybe two. I think one's by accident. But I'll show off one just so you can see the antlions in action. Alright, everyone's low on health. So we're going to heal up and then get ready to rock.
I do really like the color of the like dehydration meter though.
Mm-hmm. It starts as like a cool blue and gradually transitions into a hot red. A burning red.
Yeah, I like it when it's like that plum color.
The pomegranate color.
That is my favorite color. It's hard because people will be like, what's your favorite color? And I can't say red because it's not red.
But not
but
purple
I can't say
either.
Purple because it's also not purple.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm like, oh, it's like a mulberry, they're like, ugh, you're such a girl. And I'm like, you know what? Like, it quite literally is not red or purple.
Come on, stop complaining. We're almost there. There it is. I like the little heart bubble. Ah,
It's like,
much
thank
better.
God, I don't have to hear these people bitching anymore.
And there's a Ginny hiding here.
Rennie Tin Tin Ginny.
This is Smog.
Smaug.
Smaug the Terrible. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. Cool off. Cool off, you guys.
Cool offs.
Adjusted my Ginny. I didn't show you, I just edited through it because it's tedious. And now that I have my Ginny adjusted, this is an antlion. Oh, big ugly. Okay, let's see what these guys are weak to. Ooh, I can use Bind to block off their synergy. That'd be nice. I will use that. Synergy has been sealed. Haha. Now all you can do is your regular attack. Now the antlion is half as lethal.
I feel like these monsters would be really cool in like a modern art style.
Yeah, you've mentioned that numerous times and I agree with you. Like, this was awesome for the time, and like, it's still a cool aesthetic, like this kind of like 3D-esque
Yeah.
sprite. Like, it's almost trying to be like something that pops out of the screen. Very dynamic angles. But I don't know, just the crystal clear quality would really allow these monsters to pop. And I think like...
I think just being able to get the details.
Because Dark Dawn, I don't know how many monsters are reused in Dark Dawn, but Dark Dawn uses 3D models.
Oh.
Just like very chibi-esque 3D models, not fully detailed like Trials of Mana. They're very chibi-esque.
Yeah.
But I don't think its graphics is the reason why Dark Dawn is badly received. I think it has to do with the story and how like it's incredibly short. But again, I've never played Dark Dawn.
I've heard a couple people talking about Dark Dawn.
Okay.
I still have no idea what it is.
It's just the third Golden Sun game. So Golden Sun and Golden Sun: The Lost Age are two parts of the first story.
Yeah.
And Dark Dawn basically is like the descendants of these characters, but a majority of these characters disappear. And the problem with the descendants is they're just trying to be the same characters and not their own characters.
Yeah.
That's just what I've gathered from it. And also, apparently, like, it's incredibly heavy on the tutorials. And it's short. That's all I've gathered from it. I've never played it. I don't know much beyond that. Ooh. So, because we got Smog, that's our fourth Wind Ginny. We can summon Thor.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do that right... Not here. Sleep.
Sleep.
That's the flare wall. This is Thor.
Avengers Assemble! Okay. He still has Mjolnir.
Yep. He puts the hammer down. So the interesting thing about the original Golden Sun is that is the strongest wind summon we can do. There is no more wind summons we can do stronger. There's only 4 levels.
I find it interesting that Thor would be wind.
Well, wind and light thunder are kind of like linked here.
Okay.
So it's earth, fire, wind, water.
Okay. I guess it would make sense that, like... Oh, it's fine. Such a pretty color.
So we have to get one more Venus Ginny to get level 4 earth, and the same with fire and water. Mm-hmm. Now you can still get more Ginny for like new special effects and even like summon high level Ginny multiple times.
Yeah.
But the greatest summon we just got for wind. So there's no other summon we can get for wind. So within the next episode or so, I get the strongest summons in the game.
Okay.
Just the more Ginny I can
obtain, that dinosaur.
The more abilities. Nice. Right before we got heat stroke.
That honestly is like a huge fear of mine.
Heat stroke?
Yeah. I don't know why. I'm just like, I've seen people get heat stroke and I'm just like, that looks terrible.
Yeah, it's rough. Here, we'll just pop right in there, okay? Okay, so, right up here... Shut up. We're almost done. All that's left is a boss fight. And I believe it's right here. I'm going to heal up. Get us all prepped up because guarding that cave, which is the exit to the desert, is our boss.
Ooh. It's a sandworm!
It's not a sandworm. It's actually a creature that we haven't seen in any video game thus far, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, but it is a mythological creature.
Is it going to be like a minotaur?
Ooh. No, not a minotaur. This one, I believe, is from Persian mythology.
Ooh.
So, whoops, can't really see it. Let's try and fix that. Rawr. Let's try it again. There we go. There it is.
Can't quite tell.
Get ready, because we are about to face a manticore.
Okay.
So a manticore is like a human/lion face
Yeah.
with a beast body and a scorpion's tail.
Yeah.
And the manticore here has obviously a scorpion's tail, so it can poison you. This can be a very annoying boss.
It makes me think of Gravity Falls, the manicores.
Oh, really? We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we did.
The manticores?
Mm-hmm. With Pituator, when Dipper's trying to like be more of a guy.
I guess they must have came and went because they did not leave an impression amongst all the other things that happened in that show.
I know it's mainly Dipper's trying to like win his family pancakes, like free pancakes, by doing the like strength meter. And he doesn't do well, and they're like making fun of him for not being manly.
Oh, okay.
So he like goes and asks the Manitars for help to be more manly.
Those were minotaurs.
Yeah, the Manitors.
I thought you said manicore.
Maybe I did.
That's why I was so confused. I was like, wait, hold on. There was a manicore in Gravity Falls? We didn't get there yet. And you're like, we did. I'm like,
Oh my god, put 2 and 2 together.
I understand the confusion because you thought we were going to fight a minotaur.
Yeah.
Because I think you're right. We haven't faced...
Yeah,
No,
I don't think
hang
we've
on.
seen a Minotaur.
There's been minotaurs in Castlevania. In
Okay.
Circle of the Moon. The big guys with the axes that would just slam and the whole ground would just shake.
Yeah.
But no manicores yet. This is our first manicore. So that spell, the candle, which had no effect thankfully, when that candle depletes, the character is permanently dead
Ooh.
for the battle.
Okay, for the battle.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not like a permadeath.
No. That's in Fire Emblem. We'll get to that. So Fire Emblem is notorious for having allies that you can recruit, and you have numerous allies because you're building a whole army. But the catch is you have permadeath.
Yeah.
If you lose them, they're gone for the game unless you hard reset or whatever.
Yeah.
Now newer games have a feature to where like they remove
You can
permadeath,
take permadeath out.
but the OG Fire Emblems are no, like you planned poorly. You either restart.
I feel like that's an interesting like game tactic. I would probably frickin' hate it because I die all the time. But I think it's a really interesting like way to create conflict.
Well,
Especially if it's not like you have 4 people. If one of them dies, you have 3 people for the remainder of the game. Like,
so I'm pretty sure it's the GameCube Fire Emblem. There's also character relations. So let's say in an instance you lose a comrade. A friend of that comrade will leave you because they
killed
died
their
under your command. So you lose not only one person, but you might lose
2.
someone else.
Yeah.
If you're following the story, and it's just like, I'm not following you. To hell with you.
I mean, I think that's realistic though.
Oh, very realistic.
I think that's interesting.
Doesn't make it suck any less. when
Yeah,
it's
like
just
I said,
oh,
I would
shit.
probably freaking hate it because I'm not very good.
So I remember that one, but I'm pretty sure in the newer ones, that's kind of been either weeded out or it's just like a feature you can turn on and off to be like, hey, you're a diehard OG Fire Emblem fan.
Well, I
you
think
probably
even
want
too,
this feature.
like it's the same
but
as
newcomers want nothing to do with this shit.
It's the same as like me playing on easy and you playing on hard. Like,
Yeah.
We both want to play the game, but if it only had one version, it might be too easy for you, but too hard for me. So I think that would be like just fine to have a feature that you can turn on and off, because then it's like you would be able to enjoy it on a more difficult level,
Right.
and I would be able to enjoy it on a less difficult level. So I don't like. I'm sure OGs would really love that, because then they're like, oh, it's it's pure.
Yep.
But I think even outside of like the OGs that just want it to be the way that they want it to be, it could be good if you just want more of a challenge.
See, there it is. The spirit of death embraces Mia. So see those little flames?
Yeah.
When they're gone, Mia's gone.
Oh.
So now we have a time limit. Because right now, I don't think I have a remedy for it. So there's no like item or spell, at least
Mia's
for the
like,
moment,
Please hurry.
that can get rid of the death curse. So let's see here. Well, what's interesting about this is one of the RPGs where there's no indication of like how far along the boss is. There's no health meter. For some reason, I thought you could see like the color of their name.
Yeah.
By the way, he's dead.
Okay.
Thor took him out.
Mia's like, my fire is still here though.
But there's some RPGs, you know what? It's Dragon Quest. So in Dragon Quest, when their name is in white, they're like at full health.
Yeah.
When it comes to yellow, they're low, and when it's red, they're almost dead.
Yeah.
That gives you like some kind of clue of like how far along you are progress-wise. Because especially growing up, there were RPGs where I was fighting bosses and I was thinking, he gotta be dead soon. And I'm looking up and I'm just like, I wasn't remotely close.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing shit to this guy.
Yeah, I think that it's nice to have a health bar because then you can also kind of see what works and what doesn't work.
Yep. Oh, mad vermin.
I'm upset with you.
Just you wait until you hear my Yelp review.
I'm gonna hit you with my fork.
I think there's a Ginny over here, if I'm not mistaken. Deep in the woods. There he is. A Venus Ginny.
It reminds me of Bubka. Like, I don't know why. It just...
Is it kind of like its ears or kind of like Bobby's mane?
Yeah, it might be like the ears, and it's just like real fluffy looking.
Now I want like a little quick sketch of like a Bubka Ginny. I think that would be really cool.
Bubka Ginny of darkness.
Aww.
I hide in the dark. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to... Don't touch me!
Yep. I love it whenever she was still, like, warming up to us. And I was like, Bobka looks like she's over there. Hello, darkness, my old friend. And I just kept going, and you were like, oh,
we're going through the whole song?
She's going through the whole thing.
That's Bubka. Alright, but we don't want this guy to flee, because then I'll have to search through the woods again. So come on, let's get our fourth Venus Ginny. That way you can see the strongest Earth summon.
So there are two songs that I very much enjoy.
Only two?
Well,
got him!
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Mm-hmm. I'll see you soon at 4 p.m.
Aww.
Like, and then there's when the moon hits your eyes and it's 5:45. That's November.
Nice. All right, so we got Vine. That's funny. I was just like, you only like two. Well, let's dust off. Take me to the river. I want to know.
I have moved from that one.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I don't have the desire to listen to it on repeat. I enjoy it when it comes on. Yeah.
Ooh, more fighter bees. We fought them in the desert, so we don't need to see them in action.
I feel like I'm in a contralto phase right now.
I don't know what that means.
So, like, I want to listen to, like, Lana Del Rey and Adele.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like the female singers that have, like, really deep voices.
Nice. Okay. I'm game for that. Ooh. Just another mad vermin.
I've also been listening to 21 Pilots.
Stay mad. Here we go. A death cap. They can cast sleep on you.
Ah,
Oh, there goes Garrett.
that's me on a 24/7 basis. At any given moment, I could be sleeping.
If we ever get around to doing D&D, you need one of your weaknesses to be vulnerable to sleep. Like, can
Yeah.
easily fall asleep.
Will easily fall asleep. No spells required.
Yeah, no spells required. But it's okay. You use an elixir, and Garrett is back in the game.
Coffee?
Yeah, exactly.
Coffee?
There's coffee in that elixir.
Great, now it's stuck in my head. When the moon hits your eyes and it's 5:45. That's
November. Okay, there was a dead end, so sometimes it helps to explore. Other times you just find more random encounters. Ah, jeez. Alright. Isaac got paralyzed during that fight. They put up a good fight, but we emerged victorious. Alright. So I need to book it to the nearest village. So I'm going to use... You know what? I was saving this for a rainy day. I got 6 sacred feathers. Why not?
It is the rainy day.
It is the rainy day. Monsters won't attack so often.
I do that freaking all the time whenever I'm playing. I'm like, oh, I'm saving this for a special occasion for when I really need it. And all my characters are like, we really need it. And I'm like, not yet. Here, have a crowberry.
Come on. There it is. All right, our next village is Calais.
Calais, 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 Calais.
Calais, Calais. Huh, no new weapons. All right then. New village, but no new weapons. Well, how about that?
Lava?
You just fixate on that word.
Lava? They're supposed to be dead!
I also appreciate that rug looks like a cat.
Oh, the little... Does it have like a Nyan face?
Yeah.
Got another vial. And there's a nut. Catch that nut.
Catch that nut.
Yeah.
Fill up your pee-pee.
Nuts fill up your health, thank you very much.
Your pee squared.
Your P squared. Yes, yes, yes.
Get out of my way.
I can almost guarantee
All right, let's
whoever
stock up on some sacred feathers and never use them.
whoever said psychic, like, what does the PP stand for?
Synergy power.
Synergy power.
Mm-hmm.
That they were probably like, SP, it works! And they're like, synergy spelled with P first. It's silent. It's like, psychology. Like, oh, shit.
How about some armor? Here we go. Wow. Ivan and Mia had very shit defense. Let's fix that. Here, Ivan, hold this. Hold our game tickets. In the next couple episodes, we're finally going to use all the game tickets.
Okay.
Because there's a casino-like area coming up.
Oh.
To where you can cash in for prizes. Play mini games. All kinds of stuff, yeah. So we hope you look forward to that. Right now, we're going to stock up our mages.
As long as they have malaria, be gone.
That's one of the sacred artifacts. Cash in all your tickets for Malaria Be Gone. Limited supply now. Buy it now. Come on. Limited supply.
I just picture, like, the blue screen with, like, that yellow, like, starbursty thing with, like, a little jar of, like, Malaria Be Gone.
Yep.
And it just, like, shimmies. Buy now.
All right. In one of the projects, I think one with a little more like tongue-in-cheek humor, we
have
need
to
an
have
item
Malaria
called
Be Gone.
Malaria Be Gone.
Yeah. And then it's specifically used for when you go into the swamps and there's a lot of mosquitoes. Malaria Be Gone.
Should it be super expensive or should it be something you like win from? I think it should be something you win from like a mini game.
I think it should be something you win.
Now for a word from our sponsor.
Should be like a Price is Right type game. But do you see, like, here's his little eyes?
I
his
do
little
see
cat
that,
face?
yeah.
Meow.
What's the symbol above his eyebrows?
Yeah.
Aw.
Meow meow.
Because here's the little nose.
I do see that, yes. Yep, that's where we need to go, Tolby, which has the Colosso. So Tolby has a roulette machine, a couple mini games, and a Coliseum. Everyone goes there. It's a very popular tourist spot. You're going to love it, I tell you. So, that's our next destination, is to make our way to Tolby. But of course, this is an RPG, so nothing's that easy. We have to find a way into Tolby.
Yeah.
have to find a way to gain access. And they're just like, holy shit, you crossed the Lamakin Desert? Dressed like that? How did you not get heat stroke? Look at your healer. She's in thick robes. She's like, it's covered in sweat. Dripping in sweat.
Just makes me think of Dune, where they recycle their, like, body
fluids.
wastewater.
Mm-hmm. You told me about that. Okay, what's up here? I like to use Reveal because if something's sparkling, that means there's an item hidden there. Whereas earlier, you just check everything and be like, nothing here.
Yeah.
Something here. But if you use Reveal, it'll sparkle. And it'll be like, aha! So that's where you've been hiding.
I think one of the grossest parts of Dune that I read was, like, there's a fight that takes place, and one of the fighters dies.
Ooh.
And they, like, descend on his body like wolves to, like, pretty much, like, wring him out of all of his fluids so that they can, like, disperse it. Yeah, it's wild.
I bet that's not in the movie.
All to harvest spices.
The time has come to meet Lady Lyanna.
Yeah, I still haven't watched the movie.
At this rate, we'll probably wait until the series is done. Then we'll watch it.
How many movies are there supposed to be?
3 or 4. I know the second one is like right around the corner. They always gotta do trilogies. Even if they don't warrant a trilogy, the studios will be like, we're doing a trilogy.
Well, because I remember, like, asking where the first movie stopped.
Well, because the first movie...
I read the book, and it stops, like, halfway through the book.
Yeah.
So, like, it's right when they land on the new planet that the movie stops.
Okay.
And so that's only, like, the first half of the book.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, okay, so the second movie will be the second half of the book.
Probably.
But if there's going to be, like, 4, I'm like, Jesus.
Well, were there more books in, like, the series, or was it just one book? Because now I'm wondering.
I don't know. I thought that there
was
just
I could have sworn there was
one
at least
book.
one more book.
I thought there was one book, and then there were, like, extras.
Okay.
So it's kind of like The Witcher did that, where there's 4 books, I believe.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It's either 4 or 5. Actual books in The Witcher story, but then they go and they have, like, Dandelion has his own side story that's a book. Like, they're kind of just extras.
Okay.
I
then
know
that might be because
Twilight did that,
right.
where, like, one little character has, like, their side story in a book. I think that's what Dune did.
You might be right. All I know is, like, I'll read these blogs or announcements and it'll be like, studio has signed on for 4 Dune projects or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, they'll just use the word projects. And I'll assume sequel, but lately I've noticed, like, there's spin-offs, there's prequels, there's stories that have nothing to do with the fucking books. It's just, hey, we spent this much money on property, so we're gonna just make a film out of whatever the hell we got. Sky's the limit, really.
Yeah. It just, like... Whew.
You want to know what's another funny thing about Dark Dawn that was slammed for, that it's just, like, funny that was the one that broke it?
What?
It got bad reviews because one of the notions was too much talking. And I was like, that's the entire series. Why would you all of a sudden shit on Dark Dawn for doing it when, like, the entire series does that?
Right.
I guess the common, like, rebuttal is by then they thought they'd just let go of that. Like, okay, you did it for the first game and, like, moved on to the second game, but, like, you don't have to do it anymore. Whereas really, I just think people just got sick of it.
Oh, shit. So I just...
Too much talking, 8 out of 10.
I just looked it up. Apparently there are 6 books in Dune.
Oh,
it's
boy.
A 6-book series.
Okay.
So it's Dune, Dune Messiah, Children of Dune, God Emperor of Dune, Heretics of Dune,
remember Children
and the
of Dune.
Chapter House Dune. Read them in order, starting with the first novel, Dune, which was published in 1965.
Holy shit. Okay, so we got a lot of Dune movies coming up.
But it's a series of 6, but there are 23 books altogether.
Woo!
So...
Well, if it keeps making money, we'll have Dune Plus.
Yeah.
And have all these Dune shows, or why not?
Yeah.
Marvel and Star Wars is dead. Let's kill something else that's good.
Okay. So technically, I get it. I was like, that's really weird because I feel like my book is massive, and if there's 6 of those, like, I'm gonna die. So the specific book that I have is the first 3.
Oh.
So that makes sense. It's the first 3 books.
Okay.
Kind of put together. It's Dune, Dune Messiah, and Children of Dune.
So is the movie, does it stop at the first part of the first
I guess it would
Dune,
stop at the
or?
first part. And then
Okay.
the second movie will be like the second part.
Okay.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense. I did not know that the copy I have had all 3 in them. So.
So it looks like I read one of them after all.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like I'm like a Dune connoisseur. Like, I
True.
just like science fiction, and I know that, Herbert is like one of the OG science fiction, like, made
Yeah.
science fiction a thing.
Yes.
So, I wanted to read it.
So, what's going on is basically Ivan's master Hammett is kidnapped in a village called Lumpa.
Oompa, oompa.
Right now, we can't head there
Save the master.
to save our master, but that is on our to-do list. 2 gold doubloons!
2 gold doubloons.
So yeah, they gave a lot of money to free him, and it was just like, okay. And they never freed him. So they're just like, cool, they're keeping him hostage. And basically we're saying, well, we're gonna bust him out. And Lady Lyanna is just like, not yet.
Like, give it some time. Do you want to see him or no? Good luck. You're gonna need it. The nice thing about being a coffee addict with ADHD is you start with a cup of hot coffee and then you end with a nice glass of iced coffee. All in the same cup.
And both works. It's not like, ah, shit, it's cold now. Just like, down the hatch.
And it's like, oh, cool, iced coffee. Winning.
Blah, blah. I mean, I get it's important, but it's a lot of like, oh, this guy is kidnapped. Let's save him. Oh, we can't do it yet. Oh, don't blame yourself. And I'm just like, this conversation's
you
just
shut
going
the
in
hell up?
circles. Like, that's one thing this game does a lot, where it's just like, oh, hey, that's that guy. Isn't that the guy, Isaac? Yes. Uh-huh, I knew it was the guy.
Hey, you're the guy.
I told you it was the guy. Yes, I'm the guy. Did you know it was the guy the whole time? Yes. Uh-huh, I knew it was the guy.
Oh, God. Sigh. Storytelling. I think you would really like the book that I'm currently reading.
We can talk about that in the next episode.
Toodles!